socialistically, so, and maybe, okay, so I'll start to resent a little bit, okay? So, knowing that I have the ability to do things, and start taking myself serious, it's time to buckle down, right? Unfortunately, it took me a little while in life to buckle down. That's okay. You can do it. I don't care what age you are, where you're at right now, 20s, 30s, whatever. Buckle down. You can do it. I did it. And it's paid off immensely. But once you understand that you need to achieve certain things and get things out of life, okay, what's the first thing you want to do when you buckle down? You got a family. You want to buy a house. Okay? My family was tired of living in an apartment and what have you. It's like, my wife, wanted to have a garden, wanted to do these things, and I start to go, wow, maybe we should have a house. Okay, so not to bore you with the details, but I bought a house. Buying a house is a commitment. That's great. Puts a new set of realities on you. That's okay. It's good. It grows you up. When I bought this house, I 2 weeks. I remember this distinctly. 2 weeks into it, I knew the value of setting a goal because the goal had already helped me achieve, buying a house. So I put this to the test, and I wrote down a set of goals that I want another house. I don't want this house. I want another house. I want a bigger house. And I laid out the dimensions, which was twice as big as the one I'd bought. I laid out pretty much where I wanted it. A lot of details, a lot of features. How am I going to attain it? Hard work, dedication, earn this, earn that. And by what time frame do I want this new house? I struggled to buy this house, and so, but I thought to myself, if I did this, I can do it again. So I put a 5-year time stamp on a newer, bigger house. Okay? The bottom line is, years go by. My wife and I started looking at plans and housing, and we found a plan we like. We found a place we like. We want to build it and do our own thing. It was a great process. The house, we built a new house, and then it came time to move. I'm very blessed that I have friends that volunteer to help me move. How many people? I hate moving. I don't want to help friends move. Hire a mover, but they did, and God bless every one of them. They were great. And the thing about it is that when we were moving, there was a dresser in my bedroom that we moved, and a drawer kind of popped out as we picked it up. And from the back of that drawer, there was a piece of paper. And on that piece of paper, there was a written down list of goals from the time that I moved in that house that I had tucked away and put in the back of the dresser that I had forgotten about. And as it presented itself to me, I opened the paper up and I looked at my goals. I was like, oh, wow. And I remembered that I had asked for a new house, but I didn't remember the details. And so when I started looking through the details of my goals, I realized that I'd asked for a new house in this area, this type of house, and this type of square footage, and the time frame was 5 years. I want you to know that the basic area, the basic square foot, the basic type of house was all met. We were moving to the house that I had described. Now, the time frame was a little off. The time frame was off by 2 weeks. 2 weeks of when I said that I wanted to have this happen. People, I'm telling you, this is not a story. This is not a fabricated, feel-good moment. This happened in my life. I did, and I achieved my goal that I'd written down and tucked away and basically forgot about. I achieved it. My mind achieved it. It put things in my path to achieve what I asked my mind to achieve. And ever since then, I've never doubted the power of the mind. It's not the power of the goals. The goals are just a tool. It's just written. It's the mind, but you have to understand the mind won't obey a wish. The mind will obey a goal, a command, if you will. That's what the mind absorbs and goes to work for. Your mind will work for you. It will absolutely work for you. No reason to ever doubt the power of your mind. I tell you this because, as I said, it's true. It's absolutely true. When you measure and you quantify your goals and you make them your utmost desires, I'm telling you, it won't work unless you write them down. When you get fat and sassy and you're in a comfortable place and your job's paying you well and life's doing good and you're eating out at the steakhouses every night and your new Mercedes is shiny and glossy and you've got life by the boo-boos, good for you. But unless you're challenging yourself, unless you're doing things to improve other people's lives, it's meaningless. I don't care what kind of fancy car you've got. It's meaningless. I don't care what kind of fancy house you've got. It's meaningless. I don't care what kind of trophy wife you have. It's meaningless. Unless you understand you have to help other people. You have to deliver the message. That's why you're put on this earth. That's why you're here. Goal setting is an opportunity to show other people how it's done. I've been blessed. I have a blessed family, a blessed wife. She's gorgeous. My children are gorgeous. I've got so many things to be blessed about. I've worked my butt off. I've allowed myself to obtain my goals. It kind of gets me into my second portion of the show tonight, and I know that I've kind of drawn things out a little bit. I don't mean to be too. Yeah, I know. Don't. But you can be anything you want to be. You can have anything you want to have. You can do anything you want to do if you're responsible enough for it. If you feel that this is bestowed upon you, if you feel that you deservative of it, you can do it. The thing about it is, you have to allow these things to happen. Allow the energy, the magnetic force of the universe, the vibrations, the frequencies. You have to allow that into your life. When you resist it, you've got chaos and drama. You ever see people that, you watch this stupid TV show, Cops and whatever, you see these people and they're all being arrested and it's drama. I mean, who in the hell wants to live like that? No one. But they don't know any better. They've never had a mentor. They've never had someone to teach them that the universe is for you, not against you. You have to allow the universe to give you the things that you ask for. One day I hope that everyone understands that. But it's so hard when you have people that resist, when you have negativity, when you have people that just, they don't understand. In order for me to feel better, I got to tear you down mentality. That's crap. Stay away from them. Lead by example. When people come at you with crap, offer to help them. Offer to help them. That's the only way. They won't understand when you're in the defense mode, and you're like, when somebody comes at you with crap, and you come right back with them at crap, that creates 2 tons of crap. When somebody comes at you with crap, understand why they're doing it, who they are. If you can't help them, get away from them. If you can, respond with, "Hey, I get it. I understand. Let me help you." I'm not a tree hugger by any means of the imagination. I'm not a hippie. I'm not, I am a realist of the universe. I understand the universal powers. I don't understand them all. I'm not going to begin to tell you that, but I do understand the basic premise of the universe and what it asks for as a human being. It asks for the allowance to be successful. How much easier is that? How much easier is it to say, I'm going to allow the universe to make me successful? But just know that it's your mind, it's your ideals, it's the energy, it's the thoughts that you have. That your thoughts are energy. They're focused. Where do they come from? You create them. Do you really create them? Or is it that your karma, your soul, your aura, whatever you want to say, envelops a certain ideology of influx? It may be a little deep, it may be a little bit strange, and I may be off on a tangent tonight. Good God, I've gone almost 30 minutes talking about goals and how to win. But please, people, it's important to me that you understand that life is so precious and it's gone in a blink of an eye. Make the most out of it. Quit with your over analyzing crap and your letting your soul die at a job that's robbing you of your livelihood. Understand that your spouse and your children, your family, are the most important things. Make sure you're communicating that with them and enjoy it. Drink it. Drink it up. Your family is the chalice of wine to be drank. Wow, that was kind of corny. Listen, I'm going to end this podcast because way past where I thought I would be. The Fast Lane, the podcast, iTunes, Fast Lane, the podcast, Derek Lane, your host, iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud. Join me on my website. The